Hello everyone, Sketchy here on AdStar MC, just showing you what has been going on over the past week, at least while I've been online. Starting with a group of phantoms spawning inside my museum and attacking me while inside, fully roofed. I have no idea how this happened. I didn't think they'd be able to spawn, and yet they did. Here they are trying to find me while I cower under the T-Rex skeleton, wondering what on earth I've done with my life, and here we go as we get rid of them. Next up in survival, we have Anna Bushpig. She has built herself a gorgeous little house, nice circular design, in a village that has a few other players, including T32 and Matt Lisher, a couple of others, and a nice little notice board right here of the different sleighs that have been achieved. And then turning around, I was surprised to see this massive cube. It's in T32's claim. I'm not sure if they built it or not, but it's pretty cool. It kind of looks like different, what are they, the crests, like kind of house crests designed. Different design on every side of the cube, and I thought that was pretty interesting and I wanted to show you all. And next up we have Awesome Everdeen and Minishep9 working on their bridge. Now if you don't know about this bridge in survival, then perhaps you haven't played survival enough, because this massive amazing bridge, look at all those lanterns, oh my goodness, and all of the roses that line the pathways. This bridge spans, the bridge alone spans for more than 6,000 blocks. On top of that, there is another 3,000 or so blocks of pathway that is still to be completed. So this is just the tiniest little glimpse of it. It goes across oceans. Oh, and now we have, I'm assuming the name is pronounced Raina is hot. Yes, maybe not my opinion, but you go you. This is a beautiful little house in a jungle biome. It fits so well. Doesn't that just fit perfectly within the jungle? Got some nice bamboo and all the leaves lining around the edges just to really set off the house. Oh, and then when I TP'd to Goliath, I was amazed. I did not realize that he had, I'm assuming that this was a village that he found already made, that he's then upgraded into this amazing home. He's added some special buildings to it. There are some towers, some kind of almost castle-looking buildings, and there's a lovely little home up the back here, which we will be zooming in on shortly. But he's gone along, he's found this village, and he has just updated it, which just goes to show how amazing Minecraft villages can be if they're given just a little bit more love than what Minecraft and Mojang and now Microsoft originally gave them when they designed them. So you probably couldn't see it well down there, but there was a gorgeous little bit of yellow glazed terracotta. Looked amazing. Oh, and now over to Skyblock, where we have Blue Ice Dragon working hard at his cobblestone. The initial grind in Skyblock, well, it's very grindy. Lots and lots of time spent at that cobblestone generator. Moving over to Prison, we have Bryce, who has just started Prestige, so he's already completed all of Prison once, is crazy enough to want to go back and do it all over again. And hey, why not? You get some really amazing rewards when you complete Prison. Plus, it's kind of cathartic, just mining block after block after block after block after block after block. Also in Prison, we have Caitlin Sweetie, who was on, what number is this? Mine D, I believe. A nice desert-themed map. A little bit AFK while I was recording, but. And here we have Judicate's base in Hardcore, where she's made a little panda paradise. Now, her base is not in a jungle, so she's had to find all of these parrots, pandas, even an ocelot, and bring them over to her base, which must have been lots of fun. heading over to hardcore, which was a bit scary for me. I don't do well in hardcore, but I managed to go and get this video without dying. So I made sure I recorded the entire time just in case we got a special additional video of me dying, because, you know, that would have made things interesting. Anyway, this is the amazing blacksmith building that Jacandra, again, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, that Jacandra has built in hardcore. Like, this is a beautiful, amazing building that I would be inspired and in awe of if I saw it built in survival or creative. The fact that he does this, collects this stuff, and puts the effort into building these things in hardcore, where he could die at any moment and they would just all disappear. It never ceases to stun me. They are beautiful builds. Okay, and of course, the very special streaming that we had going. We had Sunday Latte on, it was Friday night for us in Australia, streaming playing Skygrid for the first time. Now, if you haven't played Skygrid, it is a bit crazy. It gives you a headache for a little bit, at least it did for me, until you get used to looking at the grid and all the blocks, and there's so much to it. Starting out is quite hard because, well, if you don't find a location where you start out with a nice few bits of wood, getting your starter gear can be difficult, and it's so very easy, as everyone says, to hug the void in Skygrid. Still, Sunday Latte did pretty well. The stream was very exciting and interesting to watch. Obviously, she could not see me stalking while I was recording the video, but I do believe that she could see Adstar there, who was also hanging out and watching her progress, and in this instance stealing the melons that dropped above his head when she broke the melon block. And he tries to throw her the melons, and she managed to get one, I believe, while all the rest of them fall into the void. So good shot, Adstar. You just destroyed all of those melons. That is sacrilegious, really. And then I had to go AFK for a bit, and I came back after being AFK, and Sunday Latte had made so much progress. Look at it now. She's got a nice platform going, and surprise, what's that's right. I'm still used to calling you Softy. Soft Cutter the One. Now it's Surprise Theme Opt, of course. Still STO. I'm assuming is helping Sunday with slime fun, perhaps, because he is just epic at slime fun. Or maybe they're just working together. I don't know. But things are going well. Oh, right. And don't ever go AFK on Dark Magic's creative plot. I went AFK there for, I don't know, maybe a minute. And all of a sudden, I end up trapped in this little prison. I must admit, she makes a nice little prison for me. But she comes along and traps me, which seems a little bit rude. But it was all in good fun. Unfortunately, I missed Sunday Latte's stream of a games day on Saturday morning server time. I'm not sure how it went. I hope there was a lot of players and I hope it went really well. When I did rejoin though, there was a bit of fun happening in Hub at the central spawn area of Hub. We were shooting arrows at each other. I, as a slime block, was throwing slime, moving Adnap around because he was AFK, and that's what we do when people are AFK. People are joining into the game, and it is just absolute madness. Getting shot. Look at all those arrows on the ground. It was crazy, but it was a lot of fun. And the fun in Hub here preceded a special stream by Artful Melody. Now, they were streaming some awesome games, one of which was Village Defense, which hasn't been around in quite some time, but I'm not sure, apparently it's been a little bit broken or buggy or something. I'm not sure if it's going to be coming back soon. I really hope it does because it was a lot of fun. I wasn't able to stay there the entire game, but I think I made it to about round 11 or 12, and it was fairly awesome. Now, this is actually a map that I made for a competition build in Comp World. A few years ago it must have been. I didn't even realize that it had been turned into anything, but it's great. yeah, it was just really good to be able to see this map that I made again. I really enjoyed making this map. It was one of my original Oriental theme ones, and it was super fun being able to play it as a game. It's the first map that I've made that's been made into any sort of mini game, so that was pretty exciting for me. And while I'm not a big mini game player, it was kind of fun going up and just, owning a bunch of zombies, or as the case may be, being owned by a bunch of zombies. I did die a number of times. I think I died 2 or 3 times before I had to leave. It was the baby zombies, they got me. And those invisible zombies, you just see these boots walking around. It's a bit crazy just being chased by half a dozen or so pairs of boots and knowing that there are zombies in those boots, but you can't actually see them. But they did really well and they completed it. Oh, and lastly, we played some survival bingo. And I've never seen this game before. It was the first time playing it. I wasn't entirely certain what I was doing. But things didn't really go well for me, because this was my first time playing it. You get the sheet of paper, which says the things that you have to do. It turns out one of those things that you have to do is hunt a specific player. Now, the first time playing this game, that specific player was, in fact, me. So, yeah, Maid Marian went off and built a wooden sword and then decided to start attacking me. And I couldn't figure out why. Maid Marian, you're my friend. Why are you trying to kill me? Why would you do this? Apparently, I am literally one of the bingo targets. So I spent the first game of survival bingo just being repeatedly murdered by all of these players, which wasn't too much fun for me, to be honest. I had no idea that I had to right-click the map to open the GUI to figure out what to do, and I just got killed repeatedly, which you can see a few of those deaths now as I sign off from this AdStar MC recap, and we will see you next time.